Hello you wonderful people, I hope you all are doing absolutely great. Welcome back to another video, and in today's video I want to address a concern which was raised by one of my fellow subscribers who's very stressed. So I want to address this concern in today's video, and I believe most of you guys who are in the first year would be facing this issue. The final year students would be facing this issue. So let's dig deep into this query and let's see what we can do to get out of this situation. So without further ado, let's dive into the video. Okay, so few days back one of my fellow subscriber had reached out to me, and the message goes like this: bro, today our class ma'am collected list of guys who are eligible for the company, and they had a criteria of students above 8 CGPA will only be eligible for attending placements. Myself, I have 7.2 CGPA. I don't know what to do. I lost my hope in placements. I'm in my 6th semester. Hereafter, what can I do? Before joining the college, they said 100% placement, and based on our talent only, we can be getting placed. Now they don't permit me to attend companies. So the promise was made by the college that the students will get placed, 100% placement guarantee, 100% placement assistance, and most of the times we feel that towards the end of the final year the colleges will put on restrictions that if you don't have more than 8 CGPA then you're not eligible to sit for placements. And when you listen these kind of things, the chances are that we feel very demotivated. If we are scoring less than 8 CGPA, we feel very demotivated and we don't exactly know what to do. Correct? And that takes a huge toll on us, because you have spent 4 years studying, working hard, and maybe your CGPAs are not great, but then you are good with your communication skill, you are good with networking, you are good with interacting with people, you're good with few of the other soft skills, you are good with video editing, graphic designing. There are some hidden talents that you have developed or evolved over 4 years of college, but end of the day when you look at the numbers, it's like no one gives a shit to what your skills are. It comes down to CGPA. So to address your concerns, I would like to talk about few pointers here. First is, when you talk about colleges in India at this point of time, most of the colleges are more like a money-making industry, right, wherein they will market that the companies are coming in for placements, the companies are hiring from our college, the core companies, the healthcare companies, Siemens, Medtronics, these kind of companies hire from our college and things like that. But you see these kind of things and you get into the college and then you realize that the infrastructure is not good, the professors are not good, the kind of education that you require to get placed is not good enough. The companies that are coming in are non-core companies, which are Infosys, TCS, Accenture, Sutherland. Sutherland is the most common company I have come across, wherein the biomedical engineers or people from the biotechnology department get hired into, right? So what to do in these kind of situations? So the first and the foremost thing that I want to tell you guys is that your CGPA won't decide whether you will get placed or not. It is just the colleges putting those restrictions because they don't have core companies who are coming into the college and hiring students. So to avoid you guys being or getting the opportunity to get into core placements, they put on this so-called restrictions, right? Why I say this so confidently? Because I have my own colleagues who have like lower than 6, lower than 7 CGPA, and these guys are currently working with Medtronic, they are working with Siemens. Few of them are pursuing their higher studies and they have finished it, and now they are working with Medtronics. So CGPA is nothing. Like, even I am a 8.2 CGPA holder, but still I feel that the kind of company with which I am working right now is good. But obviously, like, I'm in a good company, I'm doing sales, and it's a US based company, but I am here not because of my CGPA, not because of the core subjects that I studied in college, right? It is because of the soft skills that I have evolved over the 4 years of college. Correct? So when you talk about placements, when you talk about getting into core healthcare company, there are few things that you need to do. So if you are someone who is in second year, who is in third year, who is in fourth year, if you are in fourth year, I have made a video, you can find link somewhere here or here, which is a 12 weeks, which is like a 3 months roadmap, that it's more like a crash course that you can study, and you can be eligible, or you can be skilled enough to get into a small biomedical based company. right? So apart from this, when I talk about few things that you can do to make sure that you are getting the right kind of opportunities, would be first build the skills, explore as much as you can. When I was in first year, I tried graphic designing internship, accounts internship, video editing internship, photography internship, and business development internship, marketing internship. So I explored and I did a lot of internships. But what we feel is, oh, I'm doing biomedical engineering and I can only do biomedical internship. No, it's not like that. The first company which hired me, which is ICAT Air Ambulance Services, they hired me because I had a lot of skills. They hired me as a biomedical trainee, but I was involved in doing sales, marketing campaigns, video editing, presentation making, graphic designing, marketing strategies. So I was able to do all that because in my 4 years of college, I explored various domains and various skills, right? And I try to acquire those skills. So first is develop your skills, understand what is required in the industry. When you talk about biomedical, core biomedical technical job opportunities, you have to be good with MATLAB, you have to be good with one of the coding languages. I would highly recommend Python or embedded C programming. And apart from that, you can always learn LabVIEW, right? So these are few skills which is very much needed in the industry, in the biomedical industry. Focus on learning these skills. Once you learn these skills, then you try to apply for internships. But when you have to apply for internships, you should have the right kind of resume. You don't know how to make resume. Most of the times what I see is people go to the online resume maker website and they'll make a resume and they will apply. But you don't understand, nowadays the technology has evolved so much that if you are applying from a normal template based in resume, as soon as you apply, the resume gets rejected, right? The resume gets rejected. Why? Because there is an algorithm that LinkedIn follows. There is a lot of algorithm that the top hiring companies have in place which rejects automatically these kind of resumes. You will have a good picture, your resume will be very colorful, you will add a lot of things. No, that's not how a resume should look like. I myself have been using this resume that you can see on the screen. I've been applying to many companies. Out of 20 companies I apply, I get 10 to 12 responses from the companies. Why? Because the kind of resume I have in place talks about me. Again, busting a myth. A lot of people say, a lot of your professors would say, a lot of your mentors would say that being a fresher, you should have only one page of resume. Now, you hear me out, right? I am a fresher, so it is very important for me to make myself marketable. When I will be marketable? When I have a lot to talk about myself. When you are a fresher, you should make sure that your resume is as long as possible. My resume that I'm still using is of 4 to 5 pages. I still have 2 years of experience, right? So when you are a fresher, it makes sense, right? You have to talk a lot about yourself, because when you talk a lot about yourself, now imagine this, right? There are 60 students in your class, right? And everyone is making 1 page, maximum 2 page resume. And there you are with 4 pages of resume or 5 pages of resume. And when the HR is going through the resume, like, oh, this guy is having a really good resume. He has lot of things to talk about himself. He has explored a lot of things. He has done a lot of certifications. He has done a lot of internships. That will make you marketable, right? And what your professors say that you should have only 1 or 2 pages of resume, that is valid when you have more than 8 or 10 years of experience. Because when you have 10 years of experience in the healthcare industry, you can only talk about one skill which you are very confident on, or one skill which you can always boast about, right? So when your experience increases, then your resume should shorten, right? So I myself have designed resume for people having 15-20 years of experience, and their resume has to be maximum of 2 pages, right? More than that, their profile will get rejected, their resume will get rejected. So when you are a fresher, you have to make sure your resume is as long as it is, and when you are getting more experienced, you have to make sure that your resume is as short as possible, right? So that is one more myth which I wanted to break. So first thing, acquire the right skills. Second thing, apply for internships. And in case if you are in pre-final year or final year, let's say if you are in final year and the college is not helping you out with placements, what is the right thing to do? You need to be very active on LinkedIn. You have to make sure your LinkedIn profile is up to date. Every day post something on LinkedIn. Every day talk about the skills that you have. Talk about how you can contribute to the industry, how you can contribute to the healthcare industry. If you're someone who speaks really well, Tell about yourself. Tell that you're really good with communication, you're really good with negotiation, you're really good with interacting with people, you are really good with cold calling. You can talk to anyone just like that. You can talk to a stranger just like that. And that all these skills that I spoke about right now will eventually make you a good salesperson. And when you talk about this in the LinkedIn, every day you're posting about your communication skill, your negotiation skill, people start noticing your posts. People will always see that, okay, he's someone who is posting every day, he's open to learning new things, and maybe the HR one day will reach out to you and will like, so we have an opportunity in our organization, would you be interested? So being active on LinkedIn is very important. Maybe at this point of time, if you're watching this video, your resume will not be that great, or your LinkedIn profile will not be that great. Don't know how to optimize your LinkedIn profile? Again, I have made a video on my channel which was like 1.5 hour masterclass. Follow that and you will start seeing your LinkedIn profile getting more traction, more visibility, more connections coming in, more opportunities coming in your way, right? Now, when you have skill in place, when you have resume in place, and when you have LinkedIn profile in place, I'm pretty sure out of 15 companies you apply, the chances are that 5 to 6 companies will reach out to you. I am telling this because I have guided students, I have mentored students, and I have seen these results coming in for them, right? So try doing that. And end of the day, today's time, college is just a money making industry. I will still stick to it. Why? What you're studying in college, operational amplifiers and the medical equipments that are outdated, is like very old medical equipments that I think no one uses in today's world. And you are studying those things and you are expecting that the college will give you the placement. Think from an employer's perspective, right? You are having a college, you are teaching something which is 10 or 15 years old, and I am reaching out to you and you are telling me that, we have students in our college who are very skilled, would you be interested to hire? What will be my thought process? They are studying what is outdated, and how are they even calling me to hire from the college? Doesn't make sense, right? So in today's world, college is a place where you have to study, obviously, build your foundation, network with right people, make use of the opportunities that come in, which is hackathons, workshops, interdisciplinary events that happen in your college, network with folks from other department, computer science, electrical. Try doing some project including all your friends together. These kind of things is what is needed in today's world, right? When you talk about college is not about you're paying 4, 5, 7, 10 lakhs and you're getting placed. No, that concept has changed. Now college is a place where you have to learn. And finally, when you talk about placements, you have to hunt it for yourself. You have to do the research, you have to cold call, you have to cold email, you have to reach out to HR recruiters, and you have to talk about yourself, and that is when you get placed, right? So CGPA, in short, CGPA is not a roadblock for you if you are having the right skills, right? So even if you are having 5, 6, 7, 7.5, 8, 9, 10 CGPA, because I'm seeing, someone who had 9.5, 9 CGPA from my batch, they are still studying. And wherein I see the other people who had maybe 7.5, 6.5, 5 CGPA, they are currently working with Medtronic, right? And they are doing really well. They're doing exceptionally well, right? So CGPA or your college, they're telling you that if you don't have 8 CGPA, you will not get placed, or you cannot sit for placements. Don't worry about it. I am there. There's a WhatsApp community that we have where students like you are part of the group. WhatsApp link for that community is in the description. Whenever we find a job opportunity, we post it on the group. If you need more help than that, go to my LinkedIn profile, schedule a 30 minutes free counseling session, and then we will make sure that you're landing a job, right? So just wanted to address this quick concern that a lot of students are reaching out to me and stating, and I think this is something which I should talk about, and that's exactly why I made this video. Cool. So if you have any doubts, any questions, any queries, any video suggestions, make sure you are putting in the comments. I will make sure that I address your concern, and we'll find a way out of this unemployment situation, out of this job opportunities, out of this internship opportunity situation that you guys are facing, and we will learn and grow together. So I'll see you in the next video with something more interesting and more informative for you guys. Till then, stay safe, stay home. Signing off, it's your Biomed Bro.